What's up everybody, Polestar has revealed the Polestar 4 and in this video I'm gonna share the things you should really know. So let's start with the platform and drivetrain of the Polestar 4. So the Polestar 4 is based on Geely's SEA platform, the Sustainable Experience Architecture. And with the launch, Polestar will offer two versions. The first one is the long-range dual motor and the second one is the long-range single motor version. Basically the same we kind of know from the Polestar 2 and 3 as well. Now with the single motor version also on the Polestar 4, it will have rear wheel drive. Now the long range dual motor has 544 horsepower and 686 Newton meters of torque. And for now a preliminary range of up to 560 kilometers WLTP that is. Now a cool feature about the dual motor setup on the P4 is that it has a disconnect clutch which allows the car to disengage the front electric motor when not needed. This of course is good to maximize range and efficiency. The dual motor setup will do 0 to 60 or 100 kilometers an hour in 3.8 seconds. Then the second version, maybe the one most of us will also opt for, is the long range single motor. It features a 272 horsepower battery motor on the rear wheels and offers 343 Newton meters of torque. Preliminary range of the single motor is up to 600 kilometers WLTP. So the single motor will do 0 to 60 miles an hour or 100 kilometers in less than 8 seconds. Now also important for many of you is the towing capacity of the Polestar 4. So with the dual motor long range version or extended range version, it will offer you 2000 kilograms of towing capacity. With the single motor extended range version, you will get 1500 kilograms. Then another good thing to know about the Polestar 4 is that these intro versions, these two setups, will have the battery pack that carries 102 kilowatt hour of energy. And of course, it's also nice if these big batteries can charge fast enough. And on the Polestar 4 you will be all good. It can DC charge up to 200 kilowatt and AC charge up to 22 kilowatt. And fun fact, for some reason the lid or the cover is motorized. Don't ask me why. Now also pretty nice is the vehicle to load capability the car will have from launch on. Basically that means that the car is also able to provide power to something else. Charging your phone, maybe when you're camping, provide a bit of electricity for a light, and perhaps also in the future with increasing energy consumption, it can be able to provide energy back to your household, for example. Another good thing is that the car will have a heat pump as standard that will be able to draw ambient heat towards the car when preconditioning, and that of course is good for the efficiency. It will consume less energy basically, meaning you can drive a bit further. Now with the Polestar 4 we also get some new colors and upholstery, which is pretty nice of course. So we get some new styling options over here, and these include two brand new colors called Storm and Electron, and also a unique new interior color called Mist. As for the wheels, we pretty much see the familiar wheels from the Polestar 2 and 3. The options basically vary on the Polestar 4 from 20-inch towards 22-inch wheels. Then there are some more cool interior features, of which a full-length glass roof as well. And it will have an optional electrochromic functionality, which basically means that you can make the roof transparent, like normal glass, or that you blur it a little bit. And according to Polestar, it can depend on your mood. So, there you go. But thanks basically to the elimination of the rear window, yes, the Polestar 4 does not have a rear window, but that does mean that the glass roof stretches beyond the rear occupants' heads. So that creates this, very spacious interior ambience. Then, as I already mentioned briefly, the Polestar 4 doesn't have a rear window, but therefore it does offer you a high definition screen which basically replaces the rear view mirror. It shows a real-time feed from a roof-mounted rear camera. According to Polestar, it enables a far wider field of view than what can be experienced in most modern cars, especially in the Volvo C40, I can be pretty sure about that. But also very good, this digital feed can also be disabled simply by flipping the little switch underneath the rear view mirror, and then you just have like this glass view. For example, if you have kids in the back, you can also check on them from time to time. Now the Polestar 4 will have the same Android Automotive OS as we are kind of used to from the Polestar 2 already. Polestar 3 will have it as well. Polestar 4 also, but then a cool touch that the Polestar 4 has a landscape oriented screen. So no more the vertical ones we know from the 2 and the 3. No, we get a horizontal landscape version. It is 15.4 inches big, so quite a big screen, but That's very nice, I think. And as it is based on the Android Automotive OS system, it offers also the Google Assistant, Google functionalities and features, the Play Store, and so on and so on. So in the future, you will have your applications like Netflix and whatsoever also available within a tab on your home screen. And pretty much as expected, the Polestar 4 will also have over-the-air updates capability, basically meaning that Polestar can push an over-the-air update to your car. The car will update overnight or whatsoever, and then the next morning you step into your car with the newest software on it. Yeah, it works pretty well. I have it on my Volvo C40 as well. It's just very nice to have. As some of you know, I am a big Harman Kardon sound system fan. Also in my Volvo C40, I like it a lot. And therefore it's a good thing that Polestar will also offer this on the Polestar 4. It's an option, but with that you get a Harman Kardon sound system with 12 speakers. And interestingly enough, if you opt for the Napa pack, the interior upholstery basically, you get 2 speakers in the headrest of your seats in the front as well. So that basically then ups it to 16 speakers. Oh yes, and the Apple CarPlay, you know, that's also included. Now then let's briefly touch the equipment packs. Kind of know that Polestars are often, well, very well equipped. Same with the Polestar 2, future Polestar 3 as well. The 4 will also come as a quite nice package as is already, but still you can opt for the quite familiar also Plus and Pilot pack on the car. So basically you can opt for a Plus pack, but then again there's also this Plus Pro pack, which adds color-coded body execution, the electrochromic glass roof, you know, the fancy thing which you can change depending on your mood. Now then there's this Napa pack, which can be specified in addition to the Plus pack. Yeah, you're still there? Okay. And that includes then the animal welfare secured Napa leather upholstery with ventilation and massage seats. And as I mentioned already, these 2 additional headrest speakers on the front seats. But if you aren't really looking for the ultimate luxurious experience in your Polestar 4, because let's face it, it's a very nicely spec'd car as standard already, then it's maybe interesting to opt for the Pilot pack. And that includes the Pilot Assist and its extended features such as the enhanced Pilot Assist with lane changing assistance. So that's a bit of a Tesla gimmick also, initiated by the driver tapping the indicator stalk in the desired direction. So that's the Plus pack, the Plus pack Pro, the Napa pack, the Pilot pack, and then there's also still the Performance pack. And that's kind of what we know from the Polestar 2 and 3 also. More or less the Swedish gold details. So basically the Performance pack increases the performance look and driving experience of the long-range dual motor version. So that's basically the long-range dual motor performance. 22-inch wheels, the 4-piston Brembo brakes we kind of know already, in nice Swedish gold livery. Then also the Polestar engineered performance chassis tuning, which I am sure will be great. I mean, if you know it from the Polestar 2, then the Polestar 4 will be a joy for sure as well. And then, as I said already, the Swedish gold details on the brakes, the seat belts and the valve caps. So then the price of all this Polestar goodness. It sounds like a pretty expensive car, big battery pack, nice options, functionalities and so on and so on. But Polestar states that this car will sit between the Polestar 2 and the Polestar 3. So the 4 goes behind the 3. Yeah? Okay. Anyway, Polestar states that the car will have an indicative launch price of 60,000 euros, $60,000. If you want to know a bit more about that, check out your own local Polestar website. And then another important question, when is this car coming? So the Polestar 4 will be built in China and the production will start this year in November. And the first cars will be for the Chinese market. Polestar will ramp up production over time a little bit, and we will see the first Polestar 4s in the US or North American market and Europe early 2024, say end Q1. But also over there, Polestar will probably select a few countries step by step, also depending on production capacity, if there will be any issues with semiconductors and all those things. So make sure you stay a bit tuned on your own local market. I mean, I can expect that the US will be one of the main markets as well for this car. Probably Europe will not be waiting that long as well. So that is the Polestar 4 a bit in a nutshell. There are some takeaways for me personally on the car, some things I like. And one of the things, for example, is that Polestar really took over some details from their concept cars onto the Polestar 4. So with the Polestar 3, they maybe remained a bit safe, on the safe side. But with the Polestar 4, you really see that front of the car from the concept, and also, for example, the camera with the rear view, the interior details. It's just really nice and cool to see that this concept, which is still a pretty new concept, is already on a production car coming soon. Then the landscape orientated screen, that's also nice if you ask me, allows maybe a bit for more usable space as well. with some extra tiles or whatsoever, so that's a good thing. Another thing what I like a lot is the steering wheel. It's a bit of a sporty steering wheel. It has a flat bottom and also this 12 o'clock mark on the top, which, you know, kind of fits with Polestar and their history and heritage with racing and tuning and all that. So that's a cool detail. Also that the car will have as standard the vehicle to load capability from launch on. Yeah, that's just very useful in these times, especially interesting if you want to go camping, for example, with your Polestar 4 and those things. So it's good that this car will have these future options also already on it. So you can really quite safely opt for this car knowing that you will be fine for the next 5 years or so because it has all the modern technology. Then to conclude, the range of this car is impressive. I think, as I already said, I think the single motor extended range version with probably somewhere a 600-ish kilometers WLTP, super useful, super interesting, 272 horsepower, more than enough. Then to conclude, one thing I do not really like, and that is the missing rear view window. Not necessarily that I need a window for the driving part. I think the camera will be kind of okay, but more or less as a dog owner, I foresee some trouble with putting your dog in the back without a window whatsoever. So it's a bit in this confined space then. So as a dog owner, I see a bit of an issue over there, especially if you opt for the Napa pack. Great expensive seats, and then you're not gonna put your dog, if you come back from a run in the forest or whatsoever and it's super muddy, you're not gonna put it on the rear seats of the car. So that's maybe a bit of an issue. But anyway guys, there we go. That is the Polestar 4. A bit in a nutshell, the things I think are most interesting for you as a potential buyer perhaps. But that being said, I thank you a lot for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Over here we have everything Volvo, Polestar and Lynk&Co, and there are some really interesting things on their way, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe. But as always, I thank you for watching, and of course I see you in my next video next week. Bye bye.